Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to replace the power supply unit fan. And the first thing you should know is to be very careful when you're doing this. When you're taking the power supply out of the computer, leave it in the on position, unconnected from your computer. Press that power button a billion times so that there's no electricity left in these, and then let it sit for a few days so that the electricity in the capacitors can dissipate. So then when that's done, you're still going to be very careful because there could still be a buildup of electricity in those capacitors inside the power supply unit. If at all possible, just send it to the company that you bought it from and they can take care of it if it's still under warranty. I contacted Raidmax, the supplier of these power supplies, and I believe their warranties are 5 years. I wasn't sure, so I went ahead and reached out to them and they sent me a new fan. So what we're going to do is switch out the old one with the new one, or the new one with the old one, however you want to say it. And so there are a few things we're going to need. The power supply that is having problems. This is the fan that's having problems. And then the new fan for the power supply. The power cord for the power supply. Some type of screwdriver to unscrew these and open up the power supply and take out the fan. And then something to turn on the power supply because it's not connected to the computer. And I'm going to be using safety clip, paper clip, there we go, safety pin, but paper clip, and I've just stripped the ends and made them the bare metal, which will connect with the pins. And I'll show you how to make the power supply turn on when it's not connected to the computer. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so first we're going to put the pin, the paper clip, inside the 24 pin or 20 pin connector, motherboard connector. So the wires you're going to look for, there's one green wire, and you're going to put one side of the paper clip in that area where the wire is. And then the other side of the paper clip is going to go to a black wire, a ground wire. And there's the green one right here, and then there's a black one right next to it. So I'm just going to stick it in right next to each other. The power supply is unplugged, so there's no risk of me getting shocked. Alright, just make sure they're in. Alright, so now I'm just going to kind of let that sit, okay? And now, with the power supply turned off, make sure if you have a switch, that it's onto the O or whatever. And then you can plug in the power cable to the power supply. Just be careful. Alright, now here you're going to switch the power on. And you're not going to want to do this because you're taking it apart right now. But I'm demonstrating what the fan might sound like and why I'm replacing it. So let's give it a whirl. You can hear that. It's just the hum of the fan moving and not working. And so I'm turning it off, and because I'm going to replace it, and now I'm going to unplug this, and I'm just going to let this sit here for a couple minutes. Alright, so now I'm going to take this paper clip out, and I'm going to take apart the power supply. Again, be extremely careful. This is where it can get really dangerous. Alright, so now that we have those 4 screws out, usually there will only be 4 screws to take the panel off. So now I'm going to lift the panel off. Alright, so now you can see the fan here. I've already tried to see what was wrong with it, and I know it's the fan. So now I'm going to take it out of the top panel of the power supply. So we're just going to unscrew it. So I have taken this fan apart before. I don't know if it was quite that bad sounding, but it was pretty close. And so I can just kind of tear this out and pull it apart. So there's some type of imbalance that has been created, and this no longer works as it should, moves in some weird pattern that creates sound. So I'm just gonna throw that one out. And then I'm going to break out the new one. So this needs to go right there, so it's going to be like that. And those right there, so then it's be like that. I think this will probably be my best bet. Now I can plug it in. Make sure the wires aren't in the way. Okay, right now I'm going to do a quick test. So I'm going to plug this in. Green and black wires. Make sure it's off. And okay, here we go. Well, the fan is not necessarily better than the other one. Oh man, that's kind of frustrating. I don't think I'll ask for another one, just because it's too much of a hassle to have to wait. But yeah, that's how you replace a fan in power supply units. And hopefully you have better luck than I do in getting a good fan and power supply. Alright, thanks for watching. Please like this video or dislike, whatever. Subscribe to my channel. Check out my other videos. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Ugh. Raid Max, if you see this and want to send me another fan that actually works correctly, doesn't make any movement noises, then go right ahead. But I'm not going to ask you again.